What's going on? Good people, good people, good people. It's going down. I'm gonna be showing some trucking videos. Some of them funny, some of them full of shit when it comes to the trucking industry. We're not gonna be on here long, y'all. You know what I'm saying? China, I was over there on your page, you know what I'm saying? I got a little excited, talking about trucking, and I said, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, we're gonna let a couple more people come in here. What's going on? Northwest Trucking, Big China up in here, Candy up in here, Miss New York up in this thing, Laleezy up in here, Melanated. Let's go. I'm gonna let a couple more people come in here. And I'm waiting for my girl. That's my five in the back. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. Hope everybody enjoyed their day and had a smooth day. If you want to talk about trucking or want to hit the platform, you definitely can. We're just waiting for just my five. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm in here pushing shit. I'm telling you, I don't know how to work this shit at all. At all. At all. I don't know what that is. I push y'all. Just ignore that. Because I don't know what that is. At all. Come on up in here. Did Kareem say he was coming over here? China. Y'all gonna have to excuse my unorganizedness. Let me say that. Unorganized today. It's just gonna be a quick one. Um, hold on. Lottie up in this thing. What's going on? Lottie got the grits for Christmas up on that thing. I got to excuse me because I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? How to do this thing. But I was definitely excited about the live China here earlier. Kareem jumped up in that thing talking about trucking and the different ways that you can definitely get to the money. I was waiting for him to come in and tell a little secret I found out about getting to this money, trucking. Um, I definitely want to say, if you want to get into it, definitely hop into it, especially before y'all president try to shut stuff down. Show. Um, Definitely be mindful that what you learn in trucking school is not everything that you learn on the road. That shit is half-assed like hell. I don't know why they don't teach you everything, but what you gonna know about trucking, you're gonna learn on the road from your trainers and from whatever company you get with. Uh, Most companies don't want to touch you until you have 2 years experience. Those when the good companies. What's up, Stacks? That's when the Good companies want to touch you, uh, but there are companies that will touch new drivers. And just be patient. Take your time. I've been driving for going on 5 years. Hey, lovey. What made me do it is because I love driving. I love driving. I love sightseeing and shit. I can sightsee everything for free. I can sightsee everything for free. If you even look on my page, you'll see, a couple pictures of me when well, not me, but of the scenery when I was in Arizona. Um I just love it. I really love it. Like that's really and it's good money. Like I'm always been the type of person, I love chasing money. I love chasing money. So if I can chase money and do it in a smart way, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So yeah, most definitely. Um, I would recommend it if you have a good backing, especially if you are a mother with kids, even if you don't have no kids. But if you got a good support system and you have responsibilities at home and you have somebody that can take care of them responsibilities, or somebody that just got your back when they have time and they free time, got your back to make sure certain things are taken care of, man, I would run for it. I really would. I would definitely run for it. Yeah, I do wear a lot of damn hats. It's crazy. Um, but I'm not gonna keep waiting on Kareem to hit. I'm just about to start talking because I do not want to run over time into CB's interview last night. So I figured out a way to make more money is if you actually buy you a truck. I'm talking about one of those diesel trucks, and they're called dualies. And you get you a nice long um, trailer and put on the back of there. You will make more money running like that than you would actually make driving an 18 wheeler working 5 days a week. You can actually driving a truck like that with a trailer like that. You can make a trucker who drives an 18 wheeler paycheck in one day. No lie. This is definitely new stuff that I'm definitely been digging into finding out. You can make anywhere from $800 to $1,800 a day. You would save on gas from driving an 18 wheeler. The maintenance definitely would be a lot less. Um, what I would say is that be careful of the weight that you haul because eventually it's going to tear that transmission up. So definitely be stacking your money for maintenance. Definitely be stacking your money. Make sure you got gas for the week and all that good stuff. Uh, but yeah, and I can definitely if y'all hit my Instagram, I can definitely give you some insights on companies to deal with where they have good factoring people that they deal with, and you can get paid every single day. So imagine you doing that. You can easily buy a house. Hey, Bobby, you can easily buy a house. You can easily move around and be able to take care of your family in ease. Like that's my whole mission to everything is to move around and be able to handle stuff with ease. Like I don't be stressed out like that. No, no. I don't I don't I don't stress about something I can't control. Shit that's be what it is. And like today, I definitely ran into a hole at one of my deliveries, but I handled it. You know what I'm saying? He got to come out of his pocket and pay me more money because he chose to be an ass and not take my load, which is cool because I made more money off of it. So It's all good. You just gotta, with anything, you just gotta learn your niche, learn how to maneuver yourself so that you making good money and you're not stressing yourself out. That's the biggest thing. Facts, Lottie. I'm a big person on learning stuff and teaching stuff. Uh, it took me to be a listener to really learn how to drive trucks. Like I can back up blocks going backwards. I'm talking about blocks. When I say blocks, I can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks without hitting nothing because I listen and I take my time. Like that's the key thing is to take your time. Just because you see traffic and you see cars, you are bigger than them. You bully them and make them wait. It's that easy. You make them wait. Shit, the slower you move, the safer you are. You're not hurting nobody and you're not costing yourself no money. Um, I do a little bit of both. Uh, with working for people and working for myself. It just all depends what's going on. Like trucking is about relationships, right? So it's this one video I'll show y'all on another live where your communication with these customers and your communication with these higher up brokers, it matters because those are going to give you and hook you up with the better shit that's not even on the low board. Everybody see the low boards. It's mega low boards and everybody don't get the good stuff because you can't come to work with a poor ass attitude. Oh yeah, Bobby. For real. I have family members that are truck drivers. I'm down here. Uh, my dad's super proud of me being a truck driver. He's super proud. So I just try to just stay focused. You gotta stay focused on the road and take your time because you want to be able to make it home to your family. That's like with any job. These motherfuckers will definitely fucking replace your ass. They'll replace you in a heartbeat. Just my five is back. If anybody wanted to hop up here, ask any questions or anything, she's back to let you up. Uh, I don't know. Like I just enjoy what I do. I really do. I really do. It's times that it gets frustrating and everything, but pray about it and move on. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I think the biggest thing that I run into in the trucking game is all men don't respect females being out here on the road. So when I say that, I'm talking about you might run into some truck drivers that don't respect it. You might even run into some warehouse people that don't respect it, and it will definitely give you a hard time. You just take your breath and keep it moving. Yeah, so this is the answer Lottie. Lottie said, I work in the law and we get clients that get citations in their personal vehicles, and because of the new federal masking law, it is getting harder for y'all. So let me say this. If you get a ticket in your car, you might as well have got a ticket in the truck because your license is attached to each other. So if your license gets suspended and you're driving a car, your CDL license is also suspended. If you get caught drinking and driving, get a DWI or whatever in the car, it's attached to your license. So you lose both. That's crazy. That's crazy, and that's definitely the law. Definitely the law. That's craziness. Um, yes, I say, when if you do it and you do training with whatever company you choose to start with, I can give y'all some pointers on some good companies to mess with, and I can give you some pointers on companies that you just want to stay away from. Um, but you definitely have to be open to learn. Don't come out here swearing that you know everything. The new drivers have a problem with going to truck stops, and they'll go to a truck stop and get mad because the other driver's trying to help them back up. Bitch, hit something in. Shit, tear your shit up. Ain't nobody about to argue with you or go back and forth with you. If another driver see you moving wrong, they're definitely gonna wanna help. Like, so this is what it is. If you're not a person that open to criticism, open to learning, this ain't the field for you to be in. This is not the field for you to be in. If you're not a great communicator and you don't know how to communicate and you have an attitude, this ain't for you, baby. This is not for you. I wanted to pull up some videos and talk about some videos too. I swear, sometimes I hate technology because it just be dumb. What's going on, Snoopy Snoop? He is talking about trucking. That's my five about to run some video. Y'all let me know down there if y'all can hear them. Um, they're gonna be talking about trucking. There's different things that you definitely need to pay attention to out here on the road, making yourself comfortable being out here on the road for sure. That's my five. If you wanna come up, I don't know if you're ready to, but it's definitely some good money in trucking. Y'all just gotta
All right, so
what you wanted to do.
here's what's
Some
happening.
people like being
It's
over the road because they don't mind being lonely. They don't mind not being around people. And some people like to be around their family and host a home every day. It'd be cool. China baby.
We here now.
hey, now listen, here's what's happening. It's showing
Hold on, y'all. Let me hook back up my damn thing went out. As soon as y'all came up here. StreamYard. I'm sick of y'all.
all
Sick
right,
of
so it's showing the DM. So if there's no visuals, if they're just talking, wait a minute, I can't even put up the banner. Um shit.
Can y'all hear me?
If y'all hear, yeah, if
Yeah,
y'all hear
you're
snoring, if y'all hear snoring, it's my kids. They don't fall asleep in my bed.
okay. All right, so what's happening is it's showing the DM. Okay. So
Neighbor love.
hmm,
Hold on, let me check my volume because sounds really, really low. Audio.
it's it's showing the DM. So let me see if I can get it without. Hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop down and I'm gonna come back because I don't know what just happened. But I definitely went out. Uh,
What's up, China?
Oh, nothing. I don't know how I ended up with two kids in my bed snoring. Um, I'm ready to put them out.
So I'm trying to see if I can I'm trying to see if I can show this without doxing the DM, because right now it's definitely showing DM. So
nope, I'm gonna have to come up on something else. I'm not sure what happened, but hold on.
okay. Because right now it's definitely showing my DM. So let me see if I can. Oh wait a minute, maybe I can do it. Yep, I can. Hold on. Okay, I can do it that way. So, um, all right, y'all, listen. This is we trying some shit out, and we gonna see what works. Okay, that's exactly what we doing right now. Y'all are seeing this live and in living color. Okay, we testing
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and y'all are
Okay.
here. Y'all are here with us. Okay, and thank you for being here. Y'all know how StreamYard do. Y'all know how YouTube do. This ain't nothing new. Okay, okay. So now, now that I have this in a way where it will not dox the my DM, okay, we can get this show on the road. Let me just close that, bring this over to the other monitor, and now I can share the screen. See, you see how that works? You see how that works?
That's good.
Pretty Trucker, are you here?
I am here. I'm trying to hook up to this damn Bluetooth so y'all don't hear my truck in the background. Just give me one.
All right, that's cool.
Okay,
So,
okay, here I come. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am.
all right, here we go.
Okay,
So
let's
let me
go.
see. Whoop, that was not it. We're not going to all post. We're going. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. All right. So this was the first one.
That's not a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, that's the only thing keeping it. And then an actual tractor, back tire.
What part of that? Why would you keep going, dude? I wish I knew how much weight was in the darn thing.
She might be able to tell you, I don't know.
Should be able to tell us.
How much weight is in that?
29.
29,000? I'm right on the verge
A lot
of.
of people are trying to look for somebody too if y'all can, but
Well, obviously the hard part's going to be you're going to have to go all the way back where you came from.
yeah. And that's what I kept saying, and I was a nervous wreck before I even got up this far, thinking I know I shouldn't be here, but I got 3 GPSs going, every one of them telling me to go straight. I'm going to Kentucky, but the GPS, they kicked me off of 40, they closed it, and then they started writing me, everyone routing me this way, but I'm like, I know I shouldn't be here, and then by that time I had nowhere to turn around.
There ain't nowhere near it.
Well,
So that's not a sight for sore eyes.
so let me tell y'all something about this video right here. If you are trucking, do not follow the GPS. You have to use common damn sense. If you come up on a road and that road has houses on it, you shouldn't be on that road in the first place. If the road is small, you shouldn't be on that road. You should not be trying to ride down a road that is in a neighborhood, and you should not be trying to ride down a road that is skinny and thin, because that road is not meant for heavy ass trucks to be on. She should have, right when she got to that corner and seen that road, she should have kept going to a bigger intersection and then made that turn. There's no way she should have been on that road. She cost herself her job and that company some big time money for sure. Big time money.
Hey, if you ever wanted to know what it's like to live in your truck, I'm thinking absolutely. Look at that. A deep freezer, a Chester freezer in your truck. Look at the dog. The dog tired. Lord. Well, that's what you call living in the truck right there. Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but look at that. What's in there? I want to see the dog again. Look at this dog right quick. Watch this. Look at the dog. He looking like, man, I'm so tired of this. Hey, if you ever wanted to know what it's like.
So majority of the time you will find over the road drivers, they definitely be living in their truck like that. And they make it as comfortable as they can. So that's his way, of having everything that he needs inside his truck and making it work. But the damn dog is definitely tired of his ass. For sure.
A lot of y'all out here talk about it ain't no money in box trucks, it ain't no money in trucking, it ain't no money in Amazon. But here's the cheat code right here. Y'all need to hook up with Vic. I'm telling you right now, because this dude right here, he get that bread, he get that cheddar, he get that fettuccine, he get that guap, he get that cheese.
Let's take a look at these Amazon Relay box truck contracts. Pittsburgh, Minneapolis, St. Louis, several different markets. Peak season is near. Peak season is here. These are the box truck contracts for them. So if you have a box truck, if you have an Amazon Relay account, as you can see, these are 5-day contracts, which is called 5 blocks. Some of these are 5 weeks. So the ones that you see are like 10,000 or better. That's typically a 5-week contract. So most of these blocks, people keep asking me, what are the blocks? What are the Amazon relay blocks? A block can consist of multiple routes, right? And you won't know where you are going with these blocks until 12 hours before the shift actually starts. 12 hours before the shift actually starts, you'll know where your truck is going, right? Based on the domicile that you select from here. Vegas, Durham, North Carolina, Seattle, Twinsburg, Ohio, Mobile, Alabama, Windsor Locks, Connecticut, Jacksonville, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, Chicago, Illinois. As you can see, the rates vary. So as it gets closer to peak season, you will see a lot of these rates possibly go up even more. As you see that 5-week contract, 14,000, another 5 weeks, 16,000. Check them out, Relay.
A lot of y'all out here.
So that's definitely a good way of making money, especially if you are using box trucks. I would recommend like a 24, 26 foot box truck. The Amazon relays, you definitely get into the bag. Most definitely. Most people I know that are using the Amazon relays, they are usually have drivers that drive their trucks for them. It's a very good way and smart way to get to the bag for sure.
Over the course of my career, I've heard many crazy stories of different ways that people have gotten fired. The one I heard today was one of the craziest, okay? I have no idea who this company is that this driver works for. I have no idea. All I know is that he was parked and on a 10-hour break. He was in an area where his girlfriend could come and see him. So his girlfriend comes over to his truck, right? He closes the front curtains around the windshield, but the curtains to the back he leaves open. All right. Now the problem is that he had an inward-facing camera, but he thought that camera was off because he was parked. Truck wasn't in motion. Okay. He was parked. Truck wasn't in motion. There was no reason for this camera to be looking at him. All right. Well, apparently that wasn't the case. So the girl comes in. They do what couples do. The camera records it. They notify him the next morning that he is fired for having relations in front of the camera or whatever, because the camera could see him. And he was like, wait a minute, how am I getting fired for this? He's like, that camera shouldn't have even been on. Why was that camera on? I wasn't in motion. I wasn't even driving. So why would you guys be recording me? And he said, this was my private time. And he said, I pretty much live in this vehicle. My girl come to see me. So we did our thing. How is that something wrong or anything like that, or violate company policy or whatever? And I mean, just this is the thing why I would never have an inward facing camera. I'm fine with outward facing cameras. That's good for insurance. I got no issue with that at all. But inward facing to me is a violation of privacy. And I don't agree with it. I don't think it's good. I think it's a bad idea. And this right here proves my point. Over the course of my career, I've heard.
So I hate inward cameras. I never had to deal with inward cameras. Especially if you are an over-the-road driver, you shouldn't have no inward camera. And the reason why is because you are changing in that truck. You are on the phone with your family in that truck, or your mate or whoever. Like whatever company that was that man was working for, that company is like creepy, very creepy, because you shouldn't hear all of that. Like the only time that camera should pop on is if that truck is moving down the road. And usually with most companies like JB Hunt, like if the truck is in motion, they definitely, the camera will pop on. Like JB Hunt is very funny about, like, you can't even like touch your glasses. You can't take your hands off the steering wheel. And they have like where you accumulate points before they fire you. So you just have to be real careful about what company you get with, and make sure that it's not a company, do your reviews and everything, because the drivers, if stuff like this is happening, they definitely doing reviews. See, and I wouldn't work for that company. What was it, Uncut? Yeah, I wouldn't work for that company. If theirs don't turn off, that's not a company that I would want to work for at all. Definitely not. Because that's an invasion of privacy. If I'm taking my 30-minute lunch break, I don't want you looking in my face, seeing what I'm doing. Like that's crazy to me. Ridiculous. That's like having a peeping Tom looking through your window. You know what I'm saying? While you getting dressed, or I mean, shit, you might want to have, truck sex, over the phone, some phone sex, you never know. And for them to be looking is a problem.
So before I go to the next one, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being here. Thanks to everybody who shared out the channel. Candy Cane, shout
Yes,
out to you.
salutes.
Shout out to you for bringing Big X over here. And we are going to change the transparent overlay soon. However, it has the wrong Cash App up there. If you do want to donate to the channel, the actual Cash App is scrolling on the bottom. Okay, thank you.
Yes, please invite
I just heard
anybody that's talking about trucking. Please invite them over here, because I definitely, when I go live, I definitely feel comfortable if people come up and they keep communicating and talking about it and all that good stuff. Like, I wouldn't recommend, you know what I'm saying, for my girl China to drive trucks, because China gonna get mad and run your asses over. I'm just saying. Okay.
heard somebody talking about the company that they drive for, which is a Russian company. They say that they think it's a Russian company. Anyway, they're not from America. That's one thing right there. They don't know if they're from Lithuania or where they from. But they're pretty sure they're from Russia, because they up there, they pulling out of Chicago. And one of the things that they said is they've been running so long and they've never had a 30-minute break. Hey, they ain't never had a 30-minute break or a reset. You know how you got to do a 34-hour reset? They ain't never had a reset or a 30-minute break, and they are so unorganized. And then she said this right here. She said she was running, and she had 10 hours left on her clock, okay, for the whole week. She had 10,000. She said the next day she looked up, she got 70 hours. She said she always got time to run. It ain't no time where she ain't got no time to run. All the time. Now, you gonna make money over there with them Russians. But I'm telling you what, boy, you better not get caught. You better not get caught. And if you do get caught with all that money that you've been making, you're gonna use that for bail money.
So what's up, CB? I want to thank everybody for definitely showing up over to this thing. So to say something to this video, if you get caught, if you get pulled over, and your Samsara or whatever documentation that you have that's saying that you took your 30-minute break or you took your 10-hour reset break, if you don't have proof that you did that and you get pulled over, more than likely you're going to jail. They don't play stuff like that. When I say they don't play, they don't play. You will be sitting your behind somebody bars because you letting a company just run you. That company don't care. That company not about to pay your tickets. That company is not about to do anything to help you. Nothing to help you. I guarantee they're not about to do nothing to help you. So your best bet is to, when it's time to take your 30-minute break, take your break. I promise you, take your break. If it's time for you to reset, it's time for you to go off the clock. When that time is up, you need to be off that clock, not playing around with it. Get your ass off that clock, because your ass is going to wind up with some big tickets and you're going to wind up going to jail. That's whole facts. They don't play none of that.
Okay.
Hey, Cash.
Earlier, in China's live, y'all were talking about different things that you can do in the trucking industry, and you don't necessarily have to drive, which brings us to this comment right here. Uncut Underground said, I'm a diesel technician. I don't drive. I work on trucks.
Okay.
What are some of the other uh things that you can do in the trucking industry where you don't necessarily have to drive?
You can get a warehouse and be a warehouse that just takes on loads to get picked up by other people. Um, you can definitely be a broker or dispatch. A lot of companies be looking for all that stuff. Um, like, don't get me wrong, I love trucking, but this is not something that I'm about to like continue to do, because trucking will literally break your body down. You sit in majority of the day. Like the contract that I have, like I don't have to touch my freight if I don't want to. So, you will have places that you go to where they want you to touch it, and it's places that you'll go to where they don't want you to touch it. If you don't want to touch freight, it don't work for a company that you have to touch freight. Um, if you want to be a person that's just behind a computer, the brokers are making a good chunk of the money right now. You have to work with a broker that always say the best brokers and the best dispatchers are old truck drivers, people who've already been out here on the road for a year or two and just didn't like it, and they want to still be in the game. Like, that's what I would do. And I would definitely get into the brokerage part of it, because the brokerage part, you definitely making some guap for sure. um it's just wild out here. Like, I really feel like they need to put a cap on the brokers, because the drivers are the ones doing all the work. Like, they not doing nothing but sitting behind a computer. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta respect the game. So, my advice to that would be to find you a broker that's not greedy, because you have some greedy brokers out here that don't give a damn. Yep, car
And
hauling is good. I see that. Yeah, for
and
sure.
for the people who don't know, can you explain how brokers work more for the distributors and dispatchers work more for the truckers?
So the dispatchers are the ones that you mainly talk to all day. The dispatchers is like the middleman between the driver and the broker. Um, the broker more is working with whoever you're delivering to. They're working between the shipper and the receiver. Um, and their thing is just for them to make money, to make their customers happy. They're not worried about you. They're not worried about if you stopped on the side of the road and what happened to your truck. They're not worried about none of that. Like, your dispatcher is more so, they know they have to have a good relationship with you. Like, don't be an asshole to the dispatchers, because majority of the time that's how you get your load. Um,
And
I I don't really fuck with animals, so I wouldn't move no livestock. But um, and I really don't know nobody that really have moved it. So, and yeah, that's what I said earlier. Uncut, to definitely build your name up with your customer base, because like, I seen one dude, he got a helicopter run that paid him tens of thousands of dollars to haul a helicopter to a port. And he didn't get out off the low board. He got that off of having a good relationship. You have to have your customer service on point. You can't be nasty, a nasty person. You got to know how to talk to people. You got to know how to handle your business. Don't put your pride before your money, because you're gonna run into assholes. And I seen somebody had said something about the oil field. Me personally, I wouldn't recommend the oil field to females. And the reason why I say that is because when you are on the oil field, they want you in these jumpsuits that are super thick. They're fire resistant and they're super thick. And then you have to have these steel toe boots on. If you are living in Texas and you are on the oil field, let's say in San Antonio, and it's 115 outside, your body feel like it's 140. So the oil field, yes, they make excellent money. They make excellent money, and you definitely, it's a job going on right now in Fort Worth. They're doing some pipeline, and you could definitely make some money, but it's not something that I personally would ever want to do again in life. Like, I transported their vehicles. They have raggedy vehicles, and you be broke down on the side of the road for hours. The good thing about the oil field company is that they'll definitely pay for your hotel rooms. So you don't have to worry about, being in your truck and staying the night in your truck.
Okay, so going back to the livestock, how do you handle it? Like, what do you do when if an animal doesn't make it?
I don't know, cause I never touched that. I've heard a story or two about somebody working around them chickens, and the chickens dying, and they just throw it away. Like, and you gotta think about it. Chicken carry germs, so if you going across country and say 10% of your livestock die, you got to wonder if the other livestock is getting any parasites or getting sick from them dying. So I don't know. That's something that I would never touch. I don't care how much they pay.
Okay.
This lady
I
stepped outside to use the phone and got a
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
refusal for a drug test. Listen to this right here.
Just a few days ago, one of my girls got a call from a truck driver. This lady had went to the lab. Once she signed in, she had to step outside because she was on the phone. Now, she told us that she was on the phone arguing with her boyfriend. She wanted to go outside and finish the conversation. Well, while she was out there, they called her name and she did not answer. It's her time to go to the back to pee in a cup. She didn't answer, and they went on to the next person. Well, when she got off the phone, she came back in, asked if they had called her name. They called her name, and they immediately told her that's considered a refusal. We called your name. You signed in. We called your name. You didn't answer. You were nowhere to be found. So that is considered a refusal. So what I tell drivers is if when you go to that lab, sign in, sit your tail down, and then wait until they call your name.
This lady stepped outside to use.
So let me explain to y'all what they're saying. They're saying, if, say, the state wants you to take a piss test, or should I say the transportation, FMSCA wants you to take a piss test, or if you're applying for a job and you go to take a piss test, do not, absolutely do not. Once you walk in them doors and you sign in, do not leave out of there. I don't care if you arguing with anybody. Do not leave out of there. They will mark you down as a refusal. So a refusal means that you have failed that test. In the trucking game, everybody knows if you get a refusal, that's like basically a positive. Even though you're not testing positive for anything, they're going to treat it as a positive. If you go in there and you urinate and you don't give enough pee, that's a refusal. So you're messing yourself up. Like, you might as well stay in there. Most jobs, because you are taking a test for them, I would definitely clock that time that I get there and clock the time I leave, because your job is supposed to pay you for that, because you are doing something for the job, so you're supposed to be on the clock. um yeah, so you costing yourself money, and when I say costing yourself money, so they will suspend your license. Your license will be on hold. You will not be able to drive for anyone, no company. And you will have to spend money to go through a SAP program. So a SAP program is called a substance abuse program that you will have to go through. And depending on what state you are in and where you are at, depends on a counselor that you find and how much they charge. Um, I've seen or heard some people say, you know, $1,400, $600, $400. It just depends on the person that you're dealing with, and most people hurry up and pay so that they can get back to work. So they really don't care how much they pay. They just want to get back to work. But it's definitely time consuming. It would definitely take you weeks. You will lose out on money. So if you are going for a P test, man, stay in there and make sure you drink enough so you don't have to worry about doing it all over again.
Okay, so Django said that 500 is best deals.
Yes. If anybody have any questions about that, I actually know a SAP counselor. He is in Georgia, and he'll do everything online, everything on the phone for you, and hook you right up. I want to say he charged like 400.
Okay.
And majority of the time, okay, so let me explain this to you. Once you catch a SAP, nobody is gonna want to hire you. Like if you find a company that hires you, or if the company that you're applying for or working for wants to keep you, you better stay there, because this SAP stays on your license for 5 years. It cannot be erased. It can't be paid off. Nothing. It stays on your license for 5 years. You won't be able to move around and work for nobody, because majority of the companies do not accept SAP drivers. That's the biggest one I can say. Like, do not leave a job if a job is saying that they will deal with you and work with you. Stay there, because you're going to have a hard time finding a job unless you choose to bust a move and do stuff on your own. Even then, your insurance is going to be super high if you want to do it or do your own thing. And then two, some of the brokers are not going to want to work with you. So it's a lot of brokers. If you have a SAP, they're not going to work with you. If you are getting into accidents, they're not going to want to work with you. They're not. Like, everything is based off your safety scores, your license, all of that. So like, your best bet is to stay squeaky clean. If you are a person that you like to drink every day, or you like to do your recreational drugs, this ain't for you. Just don't even do it. That's a fact.
That was the last one.
Okay. I enjoyed everybody. I definitely don't want to run over into CB's interview that she got coming up. So I definitely want to give y'all time to get over there. I want to shout out Just My 5 in China, definitely, for coming up here helping me, because I was having some technical issues. And thank you for everybody coming over here, joining and listening to me. I'm definitely gonna start doing more lives with everybody help, and try to get more people to come over and listen to my commentary. Django said, "Facts, fire rated jumpsuits in the mountain of PA pay good, but yeah, gotta fix them blowers and pipes." Let me explain something to you about PA. I would never go work in PA. Okay. Those mountains, it's like you asking for it. And I'm cool. Like, I'm not worth I'm not about to put my life on the line for no one. I'm just sorry. I can't do it. All money ain't good money, for sure. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? To the next time.
And
thank you, China. Thank you, Just My 5.
You're welcome. And before we go, we are going to leave you with this.